it's Daisy, and today I'm super excited about our DIY projects. Let's start off with the first one. You will need a soft microfiber cloth from Dollar Tree, and you will also need filler. I have had this fiber fill from Joanne fabrics for quite some time, but you can get super creative and buy a cheap pillow from Walmart and just use the stuffing out of it. I mean, quite honestly, or if you have an insert or anything like that, any of that would work. And then I am going to go ahead and use this burlap ribbon that I purchased from Dollar General. I've had this on hand for quite some time, but if you want to stick to Dollar Tree, you can use their burlap. It's a little bit more frayed in the ends, but I think it's super cute and you can use whichever you'd like. And then we'll be using a tiny bit of this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree along with the nautical rope from Dollar Tree. And a lot of these products I've already had on hand, so I haven't had to purchase it. Then you're going to need the star of the show, which is this foam shape of a bunny, also purchased at Dollar Tree. You guys are going to go ahead and get to see it in action. You'll need a glue gun, of course. Sorry about the appearance on mine. I will be purchasing a new one very soon, and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. Once you open up your cloth, you're going to want to go ahead and fold it in half, and you're going to be gluing two of the edges together, and you're going to leave the one opening so that we can go ahead and stuff it. Now, if you're good at sewing, by all means, please go ahead and sew it, but I will be doing the easy method simply because I am not very good at sewing whatsoever. All right, perfect. So now that we've got our two edges glued together, we're going to go ahead and insert the stuffing. And you can add as much or as little as you want, but this part is super duper easy. And once we are finished with inserting as much of the filler as we like, then we're going to go ahead and just hot glue it shut. Easy peasy, you guys. Alright guys, and that is all it takes for the basic shape. It's super duper easy and quick. What you're going to need next is your cute little foam bunny shape. What you're going to do is you're going to decide how you want him to sit on your pillow. Do you want him to be vertically or horizontally? That's completely up to you. This is how I'm going to be using mine. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our burlap. Of course, if you don't want to use burlap, you can use any other type of ribbon of your choosing. You're just going to make sure that there is enough burlap to cover the bunny on the sides so that you have a bit of a border. And then once you have that, I'm just going to cut two other pieces that are the exact same length. Not that it has to be too precise since you're going to be cutting this anyway. And then once you have your three pieces together, you're going to go ahead and decide how much of a border you want on your bunny. And you're going to glue it down and then cut around. And I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how I do that for you guys. All right, guys, and it's just as simple as that. And now that we have our little bunny cut out, we're going to go ahead and decide which way we want it to face. The burlap is super cute, but I like the foam section. And all you're going to do next is just glue it down whichever way you want it to show up. Now, you probably already know this, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Since we are using hot glue for the pillow itself and we're using the foam for the bunny shape, this is not a pillow you're going to be able to wash. And in case you're curious, this particular pillow is 16 by 11 inches. So it's actually a very good size. Now you can replicate this entire process by using 2 of the microfiber cloths, but you are going to basically glue them together versus folding them in half like we have done so. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and glue that nautical rope all through the edge of the pillow. Now, for me, going ahead and doing this step gives it a finalized type look. It makes it look finished and complete and gives it that beautiful final touch. Obviously, you don't have to use the nautical rope. You can use more burlap, you can use ribbon, you can use a different type of cloth altogether. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. This is just what I chose to do with my pillow, and I am so in love with it. I think it's so super stinking cute. All right, guys, and now we're going to go ahead and take the lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and we are going to make a very basic bow. Once we get it the way that we like it, we're going to go ahead and glue it onto Mr. Bunny, and this finishing touch, you guys, is just what it needed. It is so perfect. I am absolutely obsessed with this particular DIY project. Please leave me a thumbs up, a comment below letting me know how much you love it, and think about it, you guys. You can pretty much make a pillow with using these steps for any and all of the seasons out there, and I think I'm going to be doing that. Please give me some love, give me those thumbs up. I am like just so excited about it. It's just cuter than I even imagined myself, if that's at all even possible. Alright guys, and for our last DIY project, you will need 2 of these terracotta pots from Dollar Tree. It's a great bargain, 2 for $1. And then you will also need 2 of these bunny tails. They're supposed to be for a kid's costume, but we're using it differently. And then I am going to go ahead and use 2 cotton balls, but you can use anything that you have that's smaller than the bunny tails. And then we're going to use this foam. I've had it on hand. That's why you see some of these parts missing. If you don't have foam, you can always use felt, or Dollar Tree carries that. Then you're going to need some sort of floral. I'm going to use these lavenders that I purchased from Amazon last year. You need some wire cutters so you can snip the actual wires from the floral, and you'll need a little bit of a floral foam. Again, something I've had on hand. Use what you have, guys. You don't have to go out and buy it. And these eggs are going to be just to show off our little project. I'm not going to be using them in the DIY project. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you choose to go ahead and paint your terracotta pots, you are certainly and most definitely more than welcome to do so. I will not be painting them myself because I happen to love that terracotta look. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and add our foam to our terracotta pots so that we have somewhere to adhere our floral when it's time for that. And now we're going to take our bunny tails and we're going to do a generous glob of glue. And don't worry about taking the clips off. You're not going to be able to see them anyway. And we are simply going to add them just like this. And then once those have been added, you're going to take your floral and start clipping it so that you can scatter it around the actual bunny tail. And just as a heads up, no more suspense, the actual bunny tail is going to end up being your bunny's bum. He is being mischievous, and he's basically going into our pot to eat our beautiful floral, and it's just such a cute, fun DIY project. You'll see it at the end. But basically all I'm doing is putting the lavender around. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our cotton ball, and we're going to go ahead and glue it. And this is going to be the new bunny's tail. I looked into so many different options, including the Dollar Tree bunnies that they have, the stuffed animals. But honestly, you guys, since you're not going to see anything other than the bum, that's the whole purpose of this DIY project, I thought, you know, the bunny tails are the perfect size for these terracotta pots. And you're basically going to just duplicate everything we just did. We're going to glue down our little bunny bum. And then we're going to go ahead and clip the actual floral, and you don't have to use lavender. You can use any type of floral that you want, and you're going to just finish it up before we go on to our next step. Alright guys, and now we're going to take our foam and we're going to make half oval shapes, and these are eventually going to be our bunny feet. They're so cute. Just go ahead and they don't have to be perfect. The whole point is that it's a cute spring DIY. Just cut them out and go ahead and proceed to the next step. All right, guys, the next step, we're going to take our pink foam and we're going to use a hole punch because it's going to make life a whole lot easier. And we are basically cutting out little circles, and these little circles are going to be like the little paw prints for our little bunny. I'm so glad I thought about the hole punch because, you guys, I was going to seriously sit there and cut little circles out just freehand. I'm crazy. And then you're just finishing up cutting up the feet because I didn't do a very good job. And then once you're done with that, you're going to simply glue the little dots by holding on to the paw and then just dabbing the glue on first. I learned the hard way yet again that this is a much easier way to do that. Once we have the little paws added to the little feet, what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and grab our cute little terracotta pot and our little bunny bum. And then we're going to go ahead and realize that we need to cut it so that it's a little bit more circle. And again, this is a DIY project, you guys, so it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. But the little feet are definitely going to look better when you round it off versus leaving it squared. I was having just kind of a brain freeze there when I neglected to do that before adding the little dots, but that's okay. It's an easy fix. And see, now we're going to go ahead and add it like this so it looks like his little feet are sticking out. Isn't that adorable? And you're going to go ahead and repeat the process with your second terracotta pot. And of course, once you are done, you're going to have the super cutest little spring DIY. Please go to the comment section and tell me which DIY you like the most, because look at his bum. Isn't that just so stinking cute? I personally still think that I love the pillow the most, but you guys will have to vote and tell me down in the comments. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.